Shalom. All right. All praise to y'all, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Makar Kodash. The honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word and sincerity and truth from the four corners of the earth. All right, and I just ran into this article on RT News. DHS proposes mandatory facial recognition checks for U.S. citizens at airports. Which, this is getting into the closer and closer to the RFID microchip, all right, which is the mark of the beast. All right, this facial recognition is going to be made, what they're going to present it as, of course, for safety, all right, which they're going to do the same things along the lines of, presenting the RFID microchip to the people. They're going to say it's for safety, and, this is shit right here is probably they're going to say, like to prevent terrorism and all that shit. But reason this article jumped out at me is because, of course, it just reminded me of them pushing the chip, all right? Because this is going to turn into these face scans and all that shit is just going to turn into a simple scanning of your RFID microchip, all right? But it says the U.S. Department of Homeland Security is pushing to impose mandatory facial recognition scans on all Americans entering or leaving the United States, moving to close a loophole that allows citizens to opt out. It says proposed in a recent filing, the DHS requested a change to the current rules in order to provide all travelers, including U.S. citizens, may be required to be photographed upon entry and departure from the U.S., citing the need to identify criminals or suspected terrorists. See, there go that word terrorist. You know what I'm saying? That's like a, I was going to say like a word that, jumps out to the U.S. citizens. All right, they had everybody so shook over the whole 9/11 thing, and got these mass shootings, which is another form of terrorism, what they call terrorism. You know what I mean? So as soon as they say terrorists, and people say, as soon as they say it's to combat terrorism, all right, people are going to fall in line, man. All right. It says, while not yet implemented, the rule change is in the final stages of clearance, a DHS official told CNN Business. It says, under the existing guidelines, U.S. citizens and other lawful permanent residents have the ability to avoid airport biometric scans and identify themselves by other means. It says, while some travelers have found it difficult to opt out given, not sure how to pronounce that word, opaque, it says, or inconsistent guidelines from airport to airport, the DHS would apparently like to cut down on the confusion by doing away with the exemption altogether. It says the new rule was rejected by civil liberties groups and privacy advocates, which is not going to work. All right, they're going to push this transhumanism, and sooner than later, all right, they're going to push the RFID microchip, man, which is going to be like the ultimate level. It's not going to be no groups or no advocates, as it says here, that's going to stop them pushing it, because they're going to make it seem like it's for safety and all that shit. All right. It says, who said it would only further erode Americans' privacy and subject them to yet another layer of intrusive government surveillance. It says, time and again, the government told the public and members of Congress that U.S. citizens would not be required to submit to this intrusive surveillance technology as a condition of traveling, said Jay Stanley, a senior policy at the American Civil Liberties Union, adding that the rule raises profound privacy concerns. All right, which, your privacy, it's not really privacy concerns in this day and age, because, all you people give your information to everybody on the internet anyway. So the fight for privacy is like they got y'all already. Like on your Facebook, on your Instagram, they got you already as far as the privacy goes. Or everybody willingly exposes themselves, man. Everybody willingly gives all their information, their whereabouts, you know what I'm saying? as well as, you know, they friends. You know, y'all all connected on this social media thing, and they got your information already. So as far as a privacy group, that don't make no sense anyway, because Americans aren't concerned with privacy anyway. All right, but it says travelers, including U.S. citizens, should not have to submit to invasive biometric scans simply as a condition of exercising their constitutional right to travel. It says the DHS is currently set to outfit 20 of America's largest airports with biometric scanners by 2021, despite a flurry of privacy issues and ongoing technical problems. Last year, an internal watchdog report found that the department's facial recognition tech was not performing up to snuff and may be unable to meet expectations by its deadline. The DHS also piqued security concerns last year when it announced it would partner with Amazon for its all-seeing heart system, which will pass highly detailed information on 250 million people to the tech giant for storage. All right, so they already got your information, man. It says recalling a data breach in June, which saw 100,000 license plate and traveler images stolen from a private contractor hired to store information for the DHS. Stanley said the government simply cannot be trusted with the invasive technology. All right, but the RFID microchip is going to be technology that's going to be within you. All right, all these face scans, they just prepping you, man. All right, as the scripture say, in the right hand or the forehead. Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. We know that mark is charagma, an incision. All right, now if you ever go just check out somebody getting an RFID microchip, they do it with like a needle. All right, the RFID microchip is very small, you know, like a grain of rice, and it cuts you open. Like when people get the RFID microchip, they bleed. All right, but it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, no man might buy or sell, because the RFID microchip is going to become the new currency. You know, right now, with this technology, with the face scanning or whatever, there is no man will be able to travel, right? So it's not far-fetched that when they put that RFID microchip in you, they're going to say this is the new currency. This is how you got to, you know, this is your exchange into the system now. All right, just like now, or they say in 2021, if there even is a 2021, Lord willing, it's not. But they say by 2021, you ain't going to be able to get into or out of the country, or this country, you know, without a face scan. All right, without some biotech type shit, man. All right, so that's what the RFID microchip is going to become. It's going to be just like this is going to be the only means that you have to get in and out of the country to travel. The RFID microchip is going to be the only means that you had to buy and sell. All right. So I just wanted to make that quick video. I just ran across that article. Brothers want to check it out. It's DHS proposes mandatory facial recognition checks for U.S. citizens at airports. All right, and they trying to do this soon. All right, but I hope that video was edifying. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.